Well, hello everybody. Car Chronicles. You guys ready? Let's talk about this aging narcissist. The aging narcissist is a horrible sight to see. Now, some of you guys know that sometimes narcissists may start off as cerebral. You know, they may have been a very intelligent child, an intellectual child, and that's, then they were ugly duckling. So, the big thick glasses, they hadn't grown into themselves yet, and all of a sudden they turn into a swan. But now the main characteristic of that narcissist may have been a cerebral, but now they become this beautiful swan. And so now they and I don't know the correct terminology to use, but they turn into this, they notice their beauty. They notice that people admire them. And so they lean more over to the somatic side. So now a somatic narcissist has evolved, and they are all about themselves, about what people think about themselves, extreme when it comes to, plastic surgeries and going to the gym. Now, there are some people that actually have body dysmorphic disorder, and they kind of tear themselves up. And I'm not talking about those individuals. I'm talking about the narcissist who is very extreme. They have to look a certain way. They can only be around people that look or have certain things, materialistic things, and their partners have to look a certain way because it's not about the partner, it's about them. But as they begin to get older and start to look like the Crypt Keeper. And those of you guys don't know who the Crypt Keeper is, go and look it up on Google. Just put in the Crypt. Who is the Crypt Keeper? And look and see. And some of them start looking like the Crypt Keeper. Their looks start fading. And remember, they have so relied on their looks, on their charm, and now they look like Donkey off of Shrek. You remember when Puss in Boots changed over to Donkey and thought he was still cute, and they were like, "Ooh, shoot him." That's now the somatic narcissist that is aging. They're starting to fade out of their looks. Those are the ones you see like in skinny jeans, trying to keep up with the young people, and they got the muffin tops. Look like they're about to blow up like a box of biscuits. Just pop, the biscuits come out. But they, in their minds, they think that they're still attractive. They think they're still charming, and people are looking at them like, "Ew, get away from me, you little ugly creature, you." But they don't see themselves like that, and they become angry and they become bitter because they can't pull supply like they used to, because it was always dependent on their appearances, their charm, their ability to seduce people. Those are the ones that you see started getting bitter, start getting angry, and they're still holding on to their looks. They look like Fire Marshal Bill, but in their eyes, they look like, I don't know, whoever an attractive person is, whoever attractive woman or man is, but their looks are fading and they become angry and bitter. Now, some of them will switch over to going back to cerebral because they have to find any kind of way to pull in that fuel. Pull in the supply to get the fuel, Go to part 2. Car Chronicles, The Aging Narcissist, part 2. You have to remember that a narcissist is addicted to fuel. They're not addicted to the supply. They're addicted to the fuel. They have to have fuel. It's like water and food on a daily basis. That's the way that they survive. If you take away fuel from a narcissist and they don't get any, some narcissists will become suicidal. Some narcissists will actually commit suicide. And that's not what we want. I know how much as you guys dislike them, but we don't want anybody to commit suicide. But at the same time, a narcissist without fuel, it will drive them crazy. Some of them have psychotic episodes. Some of them lose their minds, are admitted into the hospitals, literally, because they cannot get fuel, and they get agitated, they get angry, they get mean, ugly. So imagine the aging narcissist, especially that one that is a somatic, for example. We use the somatic because they're the extreme. They're the ones that have no choice. They have a choice, but they have, for a better lack of words, but they have a choice. But those are the ones that solely rely on their charismatic behavior, their charm, their seduction, their beauty. So imagine a woman that has always been beautiful, and you see them and they age horribly. They just look horrible. They look like Shrek, and you're looking at them like, I wonder, she must have been a beautiful woman at one point in time. And then they usually switch over to something else like cerebral. But if they're not intellectual people, even that becomes complicated because they cannot compete with other people that are cerebral or in that intellectual or intelligent field, that field of thought. Like I said, some of them are the smartest, dumbest people that you'll ever meet. But when you're dealing with an aging narcissist or a male that has always been very attractive, and it's easy for him to pull females, and for him to, to charm people, to they go into court and charm people, and they go around. I mean, it's just easy for them. When they become older and they lose that attractiveness, they lose that appeal, they're not as charismatic because the looks have faded. They're just horrible. It's an ugly sight. Trust me, it's an ugly sight. And like I said in the first part, they become ugly. They become bitter. They become angry. They're just hateful people. And the sad part about it is that you'll find a lot of these individuals in nursing homes by themselves. And of course, thank God we have, people that have a heart for people in the nursing homes, and some of them are non-communicative. They can't talk anymore. And there are people in there to take care of them. But a lot of them, you wonder why they're alone, because the families have turned their backs on them because they know their true nature. So for those that believe in karma, what comes around goes around, stop looking for it. They're living their karma. They're living the seeds that they've sown. We all age.